What's up, everybody? It's KigerFox. I have never made a video like this before, so I was going to talk a little bit about The Last of Us Part 2, which I have played and beaten. So this video will have spoilers about the game if you haven't already heard some of them or don't know them, if you haven't played the game, if you're going to play the game, or if you are playing the game and haven't gotten that far. Probably not a video for you. But anyway, so there's about 40 seconds giving y'all some time to whether or not you want to actually watch this video or not based on what it may be. I just want to start out by saying that very rarely do I get hyped up for a game, get excited about a game. And this was one of few games that I was very excited about. I couldn't wait for it to come out. I couldn't wait to play it. I couldn't wait to continue the story. Couldn't wait all the way around. And I know what people are going to say because it's out there, but to me, it was a huge letdown. Huge letdown of a game. So, there are some people out there that, say they like the game, they like playing it, they liked whatever. But I feel like I purchased a game and only got half a game. The first Last of Us, it took me almost 2 months to play through. I mean, I wasn't playing games quite as much as I am now, but I still played on a decent rate. But it took me almost 2 months, maybe a little bit more, something like that, 8, 9 weeks, something like that, to get through the game. And I played it 3 times, beat it 3 times on 3 different difficulties. I really enjoyed the game. The new one, part 2, I beat it in about 8 or 9 days. I really feel like I only got a half of a game, because up to the point where you started playing as Abby to see her backstory and to see everything about her, it lost me there. It just totally lost me. My enjoyment for the game left. Didn't want to play it anymore. But I tried to power through it to see if maybe to change around. But I honestly feel like when they took it to the point of you hunting Ellie down in the theater as Abby, that was too far for me. That really, really pissed me off. Really made me hate the game even more than I was already hating on it. So, again, personal opinion. I'm sure some people out there love it. The majority of the reviews that I have read have been bad. Opinions have been bad. I have read a couple of good ones. I have read some that people thought that it was good. I personally don't have anybody that I know that has played both games, so I can talk to him about it. My wife is currently, Redhead, as y'all know her, is currently playing through the first Last of Us, so she can get the whole story from the first one, and then she's going to play the second one, and then we can talk about it. I got a friend at work who just started playing it, but he hasn't even gotten to Seattle Day 1, so he hasn't even gotten to where Joel dies, so, I can't really talk to him yet, so I don't know. I think they did Joel dirty. I'm not saying that you couldn't kill him. I mean, it was bound to happen, I would assume. But the way Joel died, the way they did it, that was really dirty. Really, really dirty. So, but like I said, having to play as Abby was fucking excruciating and, didn't want me. None of that made me feel anything for Abby's character. Didn't make me feel sorry for her. Didn't make me nothing. Then, at the end, you got to play Ellie again. I got really excited. And then you are hunting down Abby. And then you let her go. I would have killed her. I wanted to kill her. But, it is what it is. That's how it is. Again, personal opinion versus other things. So, some of you who may know who do YouTubing stuff, there's a channel called How It Should Have Ended, where they do animations of the end of movies, and how they should have ended versus how they did end. So, I am going to offer opinion of my own, whether you like it or you don't like it, it is what it is. But I feel like what should have happened in this game, you should have never played as Abby. There was no reason for playing as Abby at all. So right there, that you just take that out altogether. You should never had to play her. Because in my gameplay, I thought she was going to be an ally to, Allie join their group, and you play between the two. That probably would have been okay, but the way they did it was horrible. Now I do feel like the way the game ended and you letting Abby go, that if they do make a third one, that there's going to be a team up and maybe y'all will work together. After all, who knows? But anyway, so like I said, what should have happened is you should have started out playing as Joel, just like normal. Because if you play through it, you realize that the old Fireflies, Abby and them, they know Joel's brother, Tommy. So they already knew him. So what you should have done is you probably should have played as Joel. And then on a scouting thing, Joel and Tommy get separated a little bit. Abby and them grab Tommy and take him. And then you as Joel would have to hunt them down to try to get Tommy back. Maybe you kill one or two on the way, but ultimately you get caught as well. Okay. Then at that point you could start playing as Ellie. So now Ellie is trying to find Joel and also trying to find Tommy, and you could still have the same backstory. Abby's the daughter of the doctor you kill in the first one because you didn't want him to operate on Ellie and kill her. So all that could have stayed the same. But again, plays Joel. Tommy and Joel get separated. Tommy gets kidnapped by Abby and her crew. Joel hunts them down. Joel kills one or two. Joel gets captured. Then you get to play as Abby. I mean, not as Abby. Screw Abby. Blah, blah. You get to play as Ellie. And then from there, you should have played Ellie for the majority of the game to get down to everything. And then Joel could still die before Ellie gets to him and saves them. And Tommy could have survived. Maybe Joel helped Tommy escape, but then he gets captured, and then maybe Tommy comes back, and that's how Ellie finds out about what's going on. And then Ellie goes after, and then you have Ellie and Tommy, and you go, and then you could have played Ellie for the majority of the game, played through, and by the time you get to Joel, Joel's dead, and then you finish hunting down the rest of her crew and take her out. So there you go. There's my 2 cents. What it's worth, what it's not worth. Guess it doesn't really matter. But again, I beat this game within a week of having it. Well, a little over a week, 8 days, I think it was total. So I beat it in a week, and that was back in June 16th. So it is so sad. I played that game, and when I beat it and it was over, I was so upset about the game, upset about the letdown, upset about everything, and I actually did not play video games for a couple of days because it just kind of took it all out of me where I didn't really want to play anything. And I eventually got back around. I've been playing Division 2 again on my hardcore, so I've got everything down except for going to New York with my hardcore, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet or not. But anyway, still got some Keener's Legacy to take out with Redhead. We'll be doing that a little bit later tonight. But again, if you like the game, that's cool. I'm not against you because you like the game. If you like the game, that's fair. That's fine. I'm okay with you liking the game if you like the game. I did not like the game. I did not like how it turned out. I enjoyed maybe the first half. I didn't like the way Joel died, but I liked it all the way up until you started playing as Abby. When you had Abby, Seattle Day 1. So playing Ellie, Seattle Day 1, 2, and 3 were great. It was awesome. It was wonderful. But pretty much after that, I feel like I didn't get a second half of my game. So again, my personal opinion. That doesn't reflect on you. If you don't like me because of my opinion, then I am sorry. If you agree with my opinion, that's cool. But like I said, if you don't agree with my opinion, I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with you liking the game, and I'm okay with you wanting to play the game. So again, I just shared how the game probably could have been better if they would have done it that way. Didn't get into too many details because that would take a lot, but the basic outline of it could have been different. So now I'm sitting at a point where if they do make a third one, I'm not 100% sure that I will get it. I might not get it at all, or I at least might not buy it straight out. Just try to avoid getting anything spoiled for me and wait until it drops to 19.99 or less. It's on sale. Maybe it doesn't sell well because this one did so bad, and maybe they end up docking the price heavily. But I will not pay full price for Last of Us 3 Part 3 if it comes out. I just can't pay full price for it. And I almost bought one of the bonus editions so I could have gotten the Ellie statue to add to my Kratos statue and all my other stuff that I have for my gaming. But I thought I was going to end up having to buy this on PS5 when it came out so I could have PS5. So I didn't buy the statue edition. And now I'm glad because if I would have paid all that money to get that statue, with the way the game ended up, I wouldn't have been happy. That would have been maybe probably angry versus just being upset with the game. But anyway, the only good thing that comes out of this is I will probably not be buying this for the PlayStation 5 if I get when I get a PlayStation 5 because I don't want to have two copies of the game. It's funny because the first game, my wife, Redhead, who was my girlfriend at the time, actually bought me the first Last of Us on PS3. And then when I bought my PS4 Pro, it came with it. So, I technically had two copies. I had a PS3 and then I had a digital copy for 4. Then they gave away The Last of Us a few months back for PlayStation Plus, so you have that. Most of my wife is playing, but again, I won't take up any more of you guys' time. Again, if you like the game, that's cool. I don't have no hard feelings against you because you liked the game or you thought it was a good game. Personally, just did not feel like I got a full game. I felt like I got cheated. So, there's my opinion. There's my review. There's my way of changing it. Tell me what you think. Share comments. We can talk about it. But until then, I got to get ready for some division with the wife. We got to go get rid of termite. But until then, later, everybody.